Welcome to our channel. Today we embark on a journey through the corridors of history to explore the lives of the 10 most powerful kings. These remarkable figures, often born into privilege, inherited not just thrones, but the weight of empires. Their decisions, driven by ambition, faith, or the pursuit of legacy, shaped the destiny of civilizations, leaving an indelible mark on the tapestry of time. Let us turn back the pages of history and unravel the stories of these extraordinary men. Born in the shadow of Mount Olympus, Alexander III of Macedon, a realm on the fringes of the Greek world, was no ordinary boy. Alexander the Great, schooled by the philosopher Aristotle, I devoured tales of Homeric heroes nurturing a burning ambition. When he ascended the throne at the tender age of 20, he inherited a powerful army honed by his father, Philip II. Alexander the Great unleashing my forces, I swept across the Hellespont into Persia, an empire 60 times larger than my own. From the Granicus River to the plains of Gaugamela, his military genius shattered the Persian might, his legend growing with each victory. Alexander the Great, I marched my weary troops across scorching deserts and over the towering Hindu Kush, pushing the boundaries of my empire to the very edge of the known world. Yet even as he achieved godlike status in the eyes of his men, Alexander remained driven, a restless spirit forever seeking new horizons. From the sun-baked plateaus of Persia rose a ruler who would lay the foundation for the largest empire the world had yet seen, Cyrus the Great. Cyrus the Great. In an age of ruthless conquest, I was a beacon of tolerance and wisdom. He understood that true power lay not just in military might, but in the hearts and minds of the conquered. Cyrus the Great. When I toppled the mighty Babylonian Empire, I defied expectations. Instead of fire and fury, he offered clemency, allowing exiled Jews to return to Jerusalem and rebuild their temple. Cyrus the Great. This act of unprecedented compassion resonated through history, cementing my reputation as a benevolent liberator. He established a model of governance based on respect for local customs and religious freedom, a radical departure from the brutal norms of the ancient world. Cyrus the Great. My legacy, enshrined in the Cyrus Cylinder, an ancient declaration of human rights, continues to inspire to this day. From the windswept steppes of Mongolia emerged a figure of fear and awe. Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan, born into a world of tribal warfare and hardship, I rose from humble beginnings to unite the Mongol tribes under my banner. A brilliant strategist and a ruthless warrior, Genghis Khan unleashed his horsemen upon the world, forging an empire that stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe. Genghis Khan. My armies, renowned for their equestrian skills and unwavering discipline, swept across the land like a tempest, leaving a trail of conquered cities in their wake. Yet Genghis Khan was more than just a conqueror. Genghis Khan I was a shrewd administrator who established a legal code, a postal system, and a system of meritocracy that transcended tribal divisions. His empire, though forged in blood and iron, fostered trade and cultural exchange, connecting East and West as never before. From the heart of the Roman Republic emerged Julius Caesar, a figure who would redefine power. A brilliant strategist and charismatic leader, he captivated the masses with his victories and reforms. His conquests in Gaul expanded Rome's dominion, bringing wealth and glory. Crossing the Rubicon, he defied the Senate, igniting a civil war. Emerging victorious, he seized absolute power and implemented sweeping reforms. But his ambition led to his downfall on the Ides of March. From the ashes of the Western Roman Empire arose Charlemagne, king of the Franks. A towering figure, I transformed a fractured kingdom into a vast empire uniting much of Western Europe. A devout Christian, I waged campaigns against the Saxons, Lombards, and Avars, expanding Christendom. More than a warrior, I was a patron of learning, presiding over the Carolingian Renaissance. On Christmas Day, 800, I was crowned emperor, marking the birth of the Holy Roman Empire. In the land of the rising sun, Emperor Meiji ascended to the chrysanthemum throne amidst a period of profound transformation. The once isolated island nation was being thrust onto the world stage, its feudal traditions challenged by the encroaching West. Meiji, a young and ambitious ruler, recognized the need for change. He embraced modernization, ushering in an era of unprecedented reform known as the Meiji Restoration. Feudalism was abolished, a new constitution was drafted, and Japan embarked on a crash course of industrialization and military expansion. Western technology and ideas were eagerly adopted, transforming Japan from a feudal society into a modern industrial power within a generation. Meiji's reign witnessed the emergence of a new Japan, a nation that would soon assert its dominance on the world stage. Chapter 7. Ramses II, the Pharaoh and his monuments. On the banks of the Nile, Ramses II, the third pharaoh of the 19th dynasty, ascended to the throne of Egypt. His reign, spanning over 6 decades, would be marked by unparalleled grandeur and military might. Ramses, a master builder, erected colossal statues of himself, towering temples dedicated to the gods, and vast cities that testified to his power and ambition. His name, etched in stone across the land, became synonymous with Egyptian greatness. He led his armies against the Hittites, culminating in the epic Battle of Kadesh, one of the largest chariot battles in history. Though inconclusive, the battle solidified Ramses's reputation as a fearless warrior and a shrewd diplomat. He secured peace with the Hittites, ensuring stability for Egypt and cementing his legacy as Ramses the Great, a pharaoh who embodied the might and majesty of ancient Egypt. Chapter 8. Solomon, Wisdom of a King. In the heart of ancient Israel, King Solomon ascended to the throne, inheriting a kingdom forged by his father, King David. But Solomon's reign would be defined not by military conquest, but by wisdom, diplomacy, and unparalleled wealth. His court, renowned for its splendor and sophistication, attracted scholars, merchants, and dignitaries from distant lands. He forged alliances through marriage, securing peace and prosperity for his kingdom. Solomon's most enduring legacy is the First Temple in Jerusalem, a magnificent edifice that became the spiritual center of the Jewish people. The temple, adorned with gold, silver, and precious stones, housed the Ark of the Covenant, a sacred relic containing the Ten Commandments. Though the temple was later destroyed, its memory lived on, inspiring generations of Jews and cementing Solomon's reputation as a wise and righteous king. Chapter 9. Louis XIV, the Sun King's reign. At the heart of the French court, a young Louis XIV, the Sun King, ascended to the throne, inheriting a kingdom still reeling from religious strife and political intrigue. But Louis, schooled in the art of absolute monarchy, would centralize power, crushing dissent and transforming France into the most powerful nation in Europe. He built the magnificent Palace of Versailles, a monument to his glory and a symbol of French dominance. The French army, under his command, became the most formidable fighting force in Europe, securing victory after victory on the battlefields of the continent. Louis's reign witnessed the flowering of French culture, art, and literature. He patronized the arts, supporting playwrights like Molière, composers like Lully, and painters like Lebrun. His court, a dazzling spectacle of extravagance and refinement, set the standard for royal courts across Europe. Chapter 10. Akbar, the Great Mughal. In the heart of India, a young Akbar, descendant of Genghis Khan and Timur, inherited the Mughal throne. His reign would mark a golden age for the Mongol Empire, an era of unprecedented territorial expansion, cultural integration, and religious tolerance. Akbar, a brilliant military strategist, led his armies to victory across the Indian subcontinent, expanding the Mughal Empire to encompass much of present-day India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. He abolished the jizya, a tax on non-Muslims, and appointed Hindus to high positions in his government, a radical departure from the norms of the time. He patronized the arts, fusing Persian and Indian artistic traditions to create a unique Mughal style. His court, a melting pot of cultures and religions, became a center of learning and intellectual discourse. Akbar's reign, a testament to his vision and leadership, is remembered as a period of peace, prosperity, and cultural brilliance, earning him the title Akbar the Great. Boot-road legacies of power. From the sun-drenched banks of the Nile to the wind-swept steppes of Mongolia, we've journeyed through time, exploring the lives of 10 extraordinary kings who shaped the course of history. Their stories, etched in stone and whispered through the ages, remind us of the enduring power of leadership, ambition, and the human spirit. These men, flawed and fallible like all humans, left behind legacies that continue to shape our world today. As we reflect on their reigns, we are reminded that the past is not merely a collection of dusty tales, but a living tapestry that informs our present and shapes our future.